train arrives in 4 minutes.
All right, today we are going to the North End for the second installment of the neighborhood series. So I'm gonna walk around, take some photos. Let's do this. All right, so first we started off at this place called North Square. Really cool restaurant, really cool building. I kind of spent some time here taking some photos. I don't know what it's called. Ciao Roma. I don't even know. But here's some photos. The colors, the sky, I mean, it all just came out really nice. So it's a weekend, so the North End is packed like crazy, and gotta go to Mike's Pastry. Line out the door, as always. And of course, you gotta go across the street to Modern Pastry. Again, line out the door. That's just a cool sign. Alright, so I'm gonna say some controversial stuff for people that live in Boston. The Boston fight is always Santarpio's or Regina's. Well, guess what? Neither. Best pizza in Boston is Ernesto's. I'm gonna say it with my chest. I mean it. Ernesto's is the best pizza in Boston. And I had to take a couple videos of Regina's because people love that place. I don't know why. Good photos, but terrible pizza. You find these really cool alleyways in random parts, and it's just nice to duck down them, and you end up seeing some cool stuff. Some cool photos were taken there. That guy did not want to be photographed. Then I ran across this really cool vinyl store, and of course had to look at the Mac Miller vinyl because that's what I do. So I went on Saturday afternoon, I believe, like around like 1 o'clock, and it was so cold. I think it was like 18 degrees. Whatever Celsius when I was out there, and man, by the end of this, by the time I was at Regina's and by the time I got out of that vinyl store, I was freezing cold. Thankfully I brought my gloves, but here's the rest of it. Again, found some cool alleyways in the North End, walked down them, took some photos. It was really quiet, surprisingly, off onto the side streets. The main streets were crazy busy, but the side streets were nice and calm. So this is where it started to get a little weird. I was walking through the cemetery up on the hill, and this guy came up to me and was like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Just taking photos." He goes, "Want to see something cool?" And walks me over to some gravestone and starts talking to me about it. I'm like, "I'm just here to take photos, not a history lesson." And then the church. And there was a picture of the cemetery and that cool little triangle house. Lots of church pictures and alley pictures. Walking through the courtyard. Not a lot of people, but it was also freezing cold, so I get it. And then there was this pizza oven with, like, Jesus on the side of it. I don't get it, but I guess he likes pizza too. Oh, and shout out the guy at Sidecar who was working that day. Super nice, and if you like NA beer, like I do, I don't drink, definitely go there. They have the best stuff. Water was so calm, but it stunk terribly. And this was it. I was so cold by the end of this that I just wanted to get home. Like, I was so frozen solid. But got my beer, got my camera, on the train, headed home. And that was my day in the North End. And on my way home to drink some non-alcoholic acai, if that's how you even say it.